Monday, they're still near the polygon, and all right, that polygon just got updated and trimmed up, so Monday you're still in a severe thunderstorm warning, but luckily it looks like this observed tornado is now out ahead of you, so you're in the rear view. Look, that notch still so prevalent, so likely that, you know, this tornado has been on the ground now for quite some time, maybe approaching a half an hour with baseball-sized hail.
What a challenge, too, for Michael Beard. We saw some of the pictures from him. He was back closer to Knox City. That's way off to the south and west, which is under, again, a severe thunderstorm warning as another storm fires up behind this one. But, yeah, this one, I think it did cycle down, Nick, and then tighten back up. So I wonder if Michael pursued that farther off to the east, or he saw the next one firing up, because that one's starting to get that look too.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, he's making that call, and he's making those decisions quickly. It's almost like he's a quarterback calling an audible based on what he's seeing out there in the field. And that rotation, nasty. You know, you can see why it's an observed tornado and why it's got that purple polygon around it. Seymour, a heads up, the atmosphere is chaos off to your west. And you know what's wild about weather, this has always fascinated me, is that Seymour right now isn't really even seeing rain, but you go a few miles to the west and there is a confirmed tornado on the ground. And so you got to think that obviously the sky is super dark as you look off there towards the west, and the wind is likely picking up in that town. These are rural spots. But having said that, there are hundreds of people that live in some of these towns that you're seeing on the map right now.
And, Nick, they did go PDS on this one as well. So, yes, some of these communities being impacted, a particularly dangerous situation. It's the eastern part of Knox County, western central parts of Baylor County there in Texas. All the while, we're looking farther up to the north. Hinton, Oklahoma. Brandon Kopic, Vince Welty is in the smaller box, left side of your screen. They're patrolling the storms that are playing out up in Oklahoma. So multiple ongoing confirmed tornadoes. Excuse me, there's one down in Texas. This one is not confirmed yet. That's what Brandon and Vince are working on, because we've been watching that, Nick, on radar. It's looked healthier and healthier in all the bad ways.
I know. If we could zoom in, you can see the hook. You can see it from this wider view. It's right in there. Looks really, really healthy. Crossing over Interstate 40 at any minute now. Corey Gherkin is also even further to the east, so he's got a further view. And this is a quick peek of what's going on here. 1.75-inch hail potentially. I do believe we've got eyes on Corey's camera. So within this, there you go. All right, so he's still back in El Reno where they were getting gas. So this is a little bit further east on Interstate 40, looking back off towards the west. So he's seeing kind of the stratiform clouds out ahead of the supercell. And just to give you a visual idea of the potential hail size falling within the hail core of this storm system, golf ball size hail is possibly showing up right around the Hinton area. So Interstate 40, also Highway 281, big time heads up.
Man, yeah, that's big hail right over the interstate. So hopefully folks are not out moving around in this. We've already seen reports today, baseball-sized hail. That was with the confirmed tornado that moved through or close to Knox City. So we're going to keep a close eye on radar. We'll get you updated on all of these storms coming up in just a moment. Quickly, we do want to talk about what played out this time yesterday. Massive tornadoes tore across parts of Nebraska and Iowa, leaving an extensive path of damage. Led the National Weather Service to issue a tornado emergency, meaning, as we've discussed, that's a significant threat to life and property. Fox Weather's Brandy Campbell is in Minden, Iowa. And Brandy, that was as scary as it gets. We had pictures, that big wedge moving through some of these communities like Minden.